This week's episode of Playing Death Games Put Food on the Table was honestly a strong setup for the peak that's meant to come next week. We got a new game, new characters, and the introduction of best girl Mishiro. That's right, I said it. Yuki Snacks can fight me in the comments, and I can assure you that I definitely won't win that fight, as the ones I know who are actually Yuki fans are already caught up. Meanwhile, I'm still barely finishing Golden Bath. Anyways, time to get into the episode, but first, roll that intro. The scrapbuilding arc is Yuki's 10th game, which means we're going back in time from Ghost House. As described in the novel, scrapbuilding is a seemingly abandoned building completely enveloped in darkness without the addition of the counting down timers. And honestly, in my opinion, the anime delivered when it came to the aesthetics. The eerie music allowed tension to become built up after the realization this would be no regular escape game, but a landmine game. The slow sound of the water drops added towards the immersion of an abandoned building, and along with the cut dialogues, which would initially be a gripe in my opinion, it actually aided the episode even more due to it allowing the environment to build up your anxieties and your suspense within the dark abyss that the characters find themselves in. And with the addition of this new game, we gain a whole new cast of colorful characters for Yuki to share the spotlight with. There's Kota, who's the knowledgeable one in the group, Chie, the jack of all trades and master of none, the mysterious Kato, who's honestly probably just seems genuinely weird for those who don't read the novels, my goat Mishiro, who takes center stage as the leader, and the sixth player. I appreciate you for taking the first job, you may be missed. Anyways, one of the main reasons that scrapbuilding is such a strong arc is due to it being the foundation for one of Yuki's best dynamics so far, that being her dynamic with Mishiro. Within the novel, Yuki compares Mishiro to a princess, and honestly, from her mannerisms to the way she talks, anyone would. She portrays a sense of narcissism, which subsequently leads to her distrusting Yuki whenever she claims this is her 10th game, along with completely ignoring Yuki's arguments or viewpoints, no matter how sound they are, which honestly, for some of those, I couldn't blame her. Not gonna lie, if I was in a death game and someone I'd never met before told me to avoid one pathway due to a woman's intuition, I'd be kinda skeptical as well. Though one of the things about Mishiro and Yuki's dynamics that seems so interesting is how their traits clash with each other. An example of this being at the end of the episode when they determine whether or not to save Kotoha. Yuki takes an optimistic outlook and decides towards saving her, as there's no way she'd be dead even though she lost her legs, while Mishiro takes a pessimistic outlook and decides it's better to leave her behind, as she'll do nothing but hinder the rest of the team. This parallel between their viewpoints within this game is what I believe truly makes scrapbuilding such a peak art, and it gets me undoubtedly hyped how they're gonna handle this moving forward in the next episode. And honestly, on the cut content and gripe side, there wasn't much that was actually taken out from the novels. I could get all nitpicky about how for some reason there was grass within the rooms they started in, but initially it was straight up concrete, or even how there was somehow sunlight within the starting rooms as well, but honestly I'm not too mad at it, since when it came to the actual building, it was pitch black with the addition of small lights peeking out through the boarded up windows that I'm assuming was utilized for animation purposes. Though there are two gripes I do slightly have, so we're just gonna go ahead and go over them. The smallest gripe I had was Kato not being identified as a clingy player. As said before, anime onlys may only see her as a weird character who can pick out winners, although in the novels, Yuki is able to characterize her as someone called a clingy player. Clingy players are identified as those who latch onto someone strong within these death games in order to survive, and through this, it becomes obvious just why she follows and butters up Mishiro. Once again, it's mainly a small gripe, but still I do wish it was added along with what I feel like was the most wasted potential, aka applying subtle hints about Candlewoods. Now in this video, I can't really go into Candlewood since I prefer to keep them spoiler free for anime onlys, so all I can say is that I believe by keeping Yuki's outlook on how different things are pre and post Candlewoods from the introduction system, as I feel like it would have been a great way to build up suspense for what's to come in these future arcs. Though honestly, I'm assuming they're saving Candlewoods for the season finale, so I guess it makes sense why they didn't want to bring it up yet, but still, it would have been a great addition in my opinion. Hey, Future Experiencer, I totally forgot to add the fact that Yuki has surmised she was the first to wake up because she was the one who was closest to the stairs when the sixth player most likely fell into the pitfall. Anyways, back to the video. Anyways, that's all from me. Sorry this feels a bit shorter than the Ghost House video. I'm trying to get a new style of scripting, as you can see. And so let me know if you guys prefer the one with the entry points or if you prefer this more straightforward style of attacking the episodes. Anyways, I still wholeheartedly believe that playing death games is continuing its strong start into the season. While I do feel like Ghost House was a better episode overall, I have no doubts that this one's going to be the reason why next episode will most likely be the best out of the three. The tension it'll apply will undoubtedly shine as we reach the climax of this arc. Anyways, if you enjoyed, be sure to like and subscribe as it helped me out a lot. Road to 1,000 subscribers for the end of the year is in full effect, and I'll see you next week.